put on a show. From Western High School's production of Puffs, we have Abigail Kelly and Everett Pendergrass. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to have you here.
Thanks.
Thanks for taking your time out of your busy student schedule to share information about Puffs with us. I had never heard of the show Puffs before today, but I looked it up, and it reminded me of Harry Potter. Is it something to do with Harry Potter?
Well, although it may have some similarities to it, it is not that.
Okay.
It is a completely different thing. It is a play based off of a small group of when they are called Puffs. So it starts off with this young man named Wayne Hopkins, who is from America, who finds out that he is a wizard. So he is whisked off to England to study wizarding, and he never knew he was a wizard before.
Okay,
And
so
then-
you see where I get the Harry Potter
Yeah,
from? Okay.
yes.
England, wizardry.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so, but not Hogwarts,
Not that.
nothing?
Nope.
So Puffs, if someone's called so are you Puffs?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that a compliment?
Um,
It could be.
I would say in this play and how it's produced, we're not the most fun pup. Well, we have a lot of fun, but people might not necessarily like us just because Puffs are so out there and so excited and ready for the next thing to happen.
And you're students in a school,
Correct.
so high school age?
Yes.
So you're playing your current ages, kind of, right?
Essentially.
So
Yeah.
we're growing from 12 years old to 18 years old throughout
All
the
in
whole
a-
play.
All in an hour and a half.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow, the magic of theater.
Right.
All right, so tell us a little bit, give us kind of a synopsis of the show and what each of your roles are.
Sure.
Abigail?
So I play the narrator. It's pretty much all in the name, the narrator. I am telling the story from my point of view. So it starts off with a young man named Wayne Hopkins. As you know, he goes off to England to this school, and he is sorted into the Puffs. And so he's in this new group, he's meeting all these new wizards, and from my perspective, I am just telling the story. I'm the comedic relief in between shots, you know, when it's kind of awkward, and I'm in each scene telling the story, kind of moving things along.
So he goes to this magic school.
Yes.
Is it a magic school to teach people how to do magic, or is it like a magical school?
It's a school to teach you how to do magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so what's your role, Everett?
So I have two roles in this play. One of my roles is, his name is J. Finch Fletchley, and to quote the show, he's boyish and fun. So J. Finch is a very emotional person throughout this whole play. He's kind of just trying to make everyone be happy. He's very emotional. He really takes everyone into account and takes their feelings into account. My second character, Zach Smith, he's the jock, the bro, always trying to have fun, always going on dates and all this fun little stuff, you know, all the teenage stuff.
So two opposite types of characters.
Yeah, two completely
Wow, so that's
different
a-
characters.
That's a stretch. And we've got some photos of rehearsals, and looks like you've got a pretty elaborate set.
Mhm.
How many in the cast?
I believe there's
18?
18? Yes,
18.
18 cast members.
Mm.
And it's happening in the beautiful Western Performing Arts Center. When is it?
The show dates are April 28th, 29th, and 30th. Oh, that's me. That's a great photo.
So how do you change, playing two roles? See, to me that's got to be difficult. So with costumes, makeup, how does the audience know, oh, this is not the Puff, this is the jock?
Okay, so for my role for Puffs, my two characters, the way to tell the difference is one of my characters has fun like pants. It has like patches of fun little yellow things, and he has suspenders, the yellow and black plaid shirt. And then when I switch into Zach Smith, he has the backwards hat, the suspenders down, a little bit of the open shirt, sunglasses. So when I have to switch these characters, I really have to put myself in the situation of that person. So just being in those costume changes and that makeup
That does
changes
it for you.
already kind of does it for me, yeah.
Yeah. But how much time do you have between changing characters?
It can be really quick. It can be anywhere from like 30 seconds to like 5 minutes. Like we have really quick costume changes.
Yeah,
in
there's
this
6
play.
people in this play that have various roles of 10 people.
Yeah, some people have like 7 roles that they have to play with like really quick lines.
And you
Yeah.
just have the narrator job.
Yes, so
Do you-
I don't have to costume change.
Do you even have to memorize? Do you get to hold like a magical book?
No, I thought about that because I had less time to memorize my lines, but luckily I was able to memorize my lines, so I don't need a book necessarily yet.
And I can relate because when I was in high school, I was the narrator for our school shows, and I got to hold it in a book, so I didn't even have to memorize, which I was not able to. I couldn't do it. I
Yeah.
could not do it. Now this play it sounds like it's good for all ages.
Oh,
Who's your
yeah.
target audience?
Our target audience, I don't think we necessarily have one. It's really a big family-friendly show. There is some adult humor sprinkled throughout, but this play is from people at the age of 10 years old to 999 years old. Like
Fun
fun
the
for
whole
all.
family. About your role, being the narrator, what's the hardest, most challenging part of that?
I think the hardest part is knowing when I come on and off stage. Because usually by having one part, I don't have to enter and exit so many times. But for the narrator, I enter so many times and exit. Because every scene I enter, I move the story along and then I have to exit and I've got to like move to stage right, to stage left.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
It's paying attention.
It
Yeah,
is,
you got to
it
listen.
is.
You can't daydream.
yeah.
And with 3 shows, by the time how many 3? You're doing 3 shows?
Yes.
By the time you get to the 3rd day, you might be off. Yeah. Everett, I think you pretty much told us the hardest part of your thing is switching
Yes.
back and forth. What have you learned, like being in theater? What's that taught you as a person? And what would you say to someone that might be thinking about getting into theater?
So theater has brought so many new friendships to me. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's taught me so much about how these characters that I'm playing mean so much to people in the audience, because if someone's watching and sees my character, they're like, oh, I really relate to this person type situation. And if anyone is watching and wants to pursue theater, I would really encourage that, because theater, you create friends that it's unbreakable. You'll be friends with them forever. And yeah.
Yeah, it's a crowd. You're in a new crowd.
Yeah.
And what year are you at Western?
I'm a senior.
Senior. How about you, Abigail?
I am a junior.
Nice. It runs next weekend at Western High School, and people can just show up, get tickets at the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll have a great show.
Thank
All
you.
right.
And
Thank you.
break a leg. From Western High's theater production of Puffs, Abigail Kelly and Everett Pendergrass.